And this is true story. 100% this is true. So I did a sponsored video about 3 weeks ago for a game called Dragon Champions, and I got completely hooked on the game. So I signed a contract with them and said I wanted to partner with them, and I play the game every single day for usually a couple of hours a day. Really enjoy this game, but I haven't had time to make videos because I was getting established on Twitch. So I haven't demoed the game. Like, I'm partnered with them and I just play the game every day and never demo it, which is really very stupid. So we're gonna go ahead and demo the game right now, show you guys which game I've been playing daily. So here we go, guys. This is Dragon Champions. It actually has a lot of similarities to Summoner's War in terms of how you build your monsters. They're heroes in this game. Merrick with the cheer says it's the game he plays while he auto farms, and Merrick is actually very correct, guys. This is so the thing with this game is well, let me just show you. It's easier to demo it. Let me get all my daily stuff here. Alright, so you've got your basic hero screen. The colors here are not actually the ranks of the heroes, they're the ranks of the gear levels. So, one of the interesting things about this game, we do have runes, just like we have in Summoner's War, but in addition to the runes, we also have gear. So this hero right now, he's gear level 7, you can see the 7, and what you do is you get the gear by actually just auto farming for the different items. And the way the auto farms work is once you beat a stage with 3 stars, you can actually, guys, this is the version of auto farm on Dragon Champions. This is how you auto farm on Dragon Champions. You hit auto and it's done. That was the entire auto farm for me right there. Instant loot. So you can see the energy costs vary based on the different levels that you're on. If you're on like this is basically a hard stage from the Rage of the Clans campaign. So if I come over here to campaigns, you can see there's 4 campaigns: Dawn of the Order, Rage of Clans, Runic Journey, and Demonic Invasion. The Runic Journey is where you actually farm your runes. Demon Invasion is where you farm your hero fragments. And then you can also get some hero fragments out of the other 2. So basically you go through your different stages. And once again, you guys can see I've been playing this every day because I've beaten basically all the stages. I'm up to 8-6 out of 8-12. But you beat the stages anytime you 3-star a stage. Once you've 3-starred it, you can instant loot it. You get your experience gold, all that stuff from the stage. And then a lot of the items that you get from those stages are what you use to raise your hero's gear level. And then your hero just gets like inherent stats based on the gear level. So if I get this Cursed Madness right here, then my Xzandro hero would gain 5 health, damage, magic armor, and so forth. And if you look at the stats, it's really cool. They give you like exact percentages. So my physical armor is 27.8%. We have skills and skill ups exactly like in Summoner's War. You can see you get the different buffs, but the skill ups actually matter a little bit more. You get a little bit more out of the skill ups. And in order to skill them up, you need these scrolls, which you can also farm out in the scenarios and obviously buy like any other game. But so I can come right here, I do my instant loot for my day, and I only get 3 of those per day. Now, another really cool thing, this is something I wish they would bring over to Summoner's War. I really do. We have these tournaments, right? When you go to each individual tournament, they all have different requirements. And this is what's kind of interesting. This is one of the big differences with Summoner's War, is each of these heroes has a different clan, a different guild, and then they also have a race and a class. So Xzandro right here is a member of the Order. She's Elf. She's a fighter, mage, traveler, and leader. So when you go to the different challenges or tournaments or events or any of the different things that you do in this game, you'll have some limitations to the types of heroes that you can bring in. So for example, when I go to Dawn of the Order and I want to go battle, it's going to tell me I can only bring in order heroes. So it limits you on the different types of heroes that you can bring in, which does require you to build lots of them and then to actually come up with strategies to make a lot of different teams. You can't just make one Amelia Bulwark Skogul that beats everything, because Amelia's not allowed in one challenge and Bulwark's not allowed in the next one, and so forth. So basically you have to create different configurations of all of your heroes in each of the different game metas. So you can have only order, only human. Like, this is the filter. This is all the different things you can filter by, and it might tell me that I can only have pandas that are members of the Pride. And then I have to find a group that works with those two things combined. Another thing they do that's actually really cool is that we have these shields in here. So Patriarch Key, he actually adds shields. So basically our heroes here, they have both health and shields. The shields get progressively broken down and then they can also be restored. It works similar to how it works in Summoner's War, but at the same time, it's more integrated into the game. We do a lot more with shields in this game. So I've got a mage who's my fastest monster. There's also speed tuning and things like that. This is Xzandro, so she's going to give my whole team an attack buff. Now next up is Boris, and he's going to give himself, and you can click on this right here, he's going to give himself a crit damage and damage increase for 2 turns. A lot of these heroes also pair specifically with other heroes. So like when Boris is on the field with Kagi, he gives the same buff to Kagi. So that's part of making the team, is finding the heroes that synergize with each other as well. Now, we know that the Atom was the forced in monster, so we're going to target him and we're going to go ahead and just kill him real quick before we get taunted. So this game also does a lot with taunting, where basically you will be forced to attack a monster due to taunting. It's like provoke. Again, it's the same thing we have in Summoner's War. In Summoner's War, it's provoke. Here, it's taunt. But the difference is that the taunt is a lot more powerful and a lot more prevalent. So the entire Defenders class does taunting, and basically the concept of this game is your mages are super squishy, your defenders are super tanky, and you want to use the defenders to provoke so that your mages can't be hit, and then there's a lot of AoE attacks and so forth. So we're going to use our Patriarch Key to take an armor defense for the entire team, and you can see those hits right there. They did no damage because I was still shielded. Here we go. Now we are taunted, so we have no choice on who we're going to attack, but this will allow me to just give myself a shield right here. Then we go ahead and we kill the summoned beast. So that beast was actually summoned to provoke me, and it was summoned by this Ramtha. So we'll come back over here, we kill the Hera, and now we've basically got control of this. Because and from right here also I can, so my Frost Mage right here, he's stunned. You can see the stun icon. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse him and also give him a big shield, and now he's pretty much untouchable. And from here I can basically auto out. So you can see it's got very similar concepts to Summoner's War, but it just focuses on some kind of different aspects of the game. So the shielding and the taunting are much more a part of the game. It's actually the gameplay, I really enjoy it. It adds a little bit more strategy in some ways than Summoner's War. Now, I'm not going to like come out and say, oh, this is a better or worse game than Summoner's War, but it's different. It's got some really, really different things that we don't do in Summoner's War, some things I wish Summoner's War would bring over. And then the biggest thing is you're going to spend time in like the tournaments and the manual play stages, but it's got an auto, and you can instant loot everything. So right now I've got 160 energy. So we're going to come over to our hero, and actually I've got some achievements, so I'll probably get more energy, right? Yeah, here we go. Okay, now so I still have just the 160 energy, so we're going to come over here to our heroes, and we're going to look at who needs a gear level up. And basically, this is gear level 7, this is gear level 8, and it's a huge, huge boost when you reach gear level 8. So we are going to try to increase his gear level, which basically means just going in, and I need 4 more of these. So we're going to do our instant loots. We're going to instant loot like 11 times. We still need 6 more, so we'll instant loot a little bit more. Bro, they're not dropping, man. And then I'll get a little bit of energy, and this should be enough for me to actually get it right here. So there we go. I am going to go ahead now. Ooh, I'm still missing a little bit, huh? What am I missing? Missing this. I need 1 more of these. So here we go. This stage right here, this is my main healer, and I've almost got him up to 7-star. So another thing is the way you level up your heroes is just by feeding them dupes of themselves, and you farm fragments of the heroes. So we're actually going to farm this level because it has both the gear that I need and it has the hero pieces that I need. So we need 5 more of these to finish the level up, which means I can now get my gear level. So I click this right here. We get our gear level up. You see my hero power. The biggest boost off the gear level is the shield. So you start with this shield, And my shield now is going to be almost twice as thick. That's the huge boost off this gear level. My hero power, of course, goes up. So this shows you the difference in stats. And then I've already got his first piece of gear. Now the next piece I can't do until I'm hero level 61. So he's now max level hero. Then if we come into runes, you can actually see the rune system works very similar to Summoner's War, except there's more options for what the slots 2, 4, and 6 can be. So we also have armor. You get your shields come through runes. And let's see, do we have potency and tenacity are like resistance and defense. And then if we come over here and we look for like shield percent, you'll see like this rune right here. This is 18% shield as a slot 6 rune. It's actually called Northwest here, but it's, you know, slot 6 rune. So you can get shield, potency, tenacity. So again, it's a very similar system to Summoner's War, just with some differences. The rune sets that we're looking at right now, this is a damage rune set, so I get 15% damage and 8% crit chance, which is kind of cool. If I were to go over to Xzandro, she's got a swift set, which is basically plus 10% speed. Okay, so I think that kind of gives you guys an overview. The last thing I'll mention is we also have artifacts in this game. The artifacts are a little bit different than Summoner's War, but kind of a similar concept. So each artifact has just 1 or 2 things that it gives you. You don't roll them out the way you do in Summoner's War, but the artifacts also give you they have special abilities for each hero. So like this artifact doubles its benefit for the hero Lake. This artifact randomly also doubles for Lake. Oh, that's because I'm looking on the wrong side. I'm stupid. So this artifact, like right here, you get getting a debuff gives you a 6% chance to get debuff immunity for 2 turns, but that doubles if it's on the hero Soleus. And then if you look at the artifact itself, it'll show you that when it's all the way leveled up, 5-star level 30, it actually goes all the way up to a 30% chance for Soleus. Oh, that is the last thing. So the last thing I didn't show you guys, and this is probably the last thing I'll show you guys on this game. This is the tower, which is actually a lot of fun, man. So I've beaten the tower a few times. Let me see. I have nothing left to attack with, right? Yeah. So the tower is really cool. The tower is 12 floors. It's all PvP, so you're just fighting other players in the game. If you can beat the tower, and you'll see right here, so I'm going to reset the tower. I've beaten the tower 6 times, which means I've lost almost every other time. But so we go normal. On floor 1, you're going to fight a player who's much weaker than you. And every floor you climb up, you're going to fight a player who's slightly stronger. And if you can make it through all 12 floors of the tower, then you get some good rewards. And once you make it through the tower 100 times, you can auto the tower, or you can move to a harder tower, or both. So we come in here, when we do the battle, we want to start off, this is what I'm doing anyway. I don't know if this is best strategy or not, but I've tried a few different ways. And for me, it seems like I want to start off using a team with double healers so that my monsters aren't, because whatever damage you take carries over to the next level. It's like you're just going all out with all your heroes, and if you have a hero die, then he's gone. So we're going to start off using somewhat weaker heroes, but I like to start off with multiple healers and try not to lose anything along the way. And then I'm going to bring in 2 big damage dealers, so I'll bring in my Xzandro and my Frost Mage, and we'll go ahead, and we're just going to steamroll this first couple of levels, because that's how the tower works. You start with easy fights, but they get progressively harder, and because you keep the damage that you take on every level, and if a hero dies, you can't bring it in anymore, it's actually very challenging. Oh, here's another really cool thing. So your heroes will have 2 cooldowns, not 1. The first cooldown is the normal skill cooldown, and the second cooldown is an initial cooldown. That actually might be my favorite thing about this game. I really wish we had it in Summoner's War. Imagine if Hathor had an initial cooldown of 3 turns. So she couldn't use her skill 3 for 3 turns at the start of the game. It changes strategy so much. It gets rid of a lot of the BS cleave. It gets rid of a lot of BS metas. It puts more of an emphasis on buffing and setting up throughout the fight. Probably my favorite thing about this about this game is the initial cooldown. Obviously, you level the initial cooldown through skill ups, so you can reduce it over time. So this game suits my playstyle a little bit more because it's designed to have longer fights that are more back and forth. So guys, I said at the start, Hopefully you can tell, guys, I obviously am playing this game every day. I'm really enjoying this game. I think that should come through. But I did say at the start that I'm partnered with the game. So if you do want to give the game a try, it's called Dragon Champions. There is a promo code in the game where you get some free gold, some free resources, and a free hero. If you use the code, it's called XGGift. So if you actually want to give this game a try, make sure you use that promo code before you reach level 15, because it's only good until you're level 15. And then you get some free stuff, and obviously you help me out as well, because the game developers see that I'm promoting the game. And as you can see, I'm enjoying the game, man. I play this game very interactively every single day now. Where Summoner's War, I'm mostly just farming. I'm actually playing, so I'm like hitting auto farm on Summoner's War, and then I'm playing this while I'm auto farming on Summoner's War. So, you know, give it a shot, guys. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, if nothing else, you know, putting in the promo code helped me out. And if you do like it, then great, you've got another game, and hopefully we can all play together and get guilded together if we all stick with the game for a while. And that's it, guys. Have a great night. Once again, thank you for hanging out with me on stream. We're going to go raid over to Fairy Lol now. Hey guys, if you're still with me to this point, then that means that you probably liked the video, found it entertaining, or even better, both. So please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below, because those things help the channel grow, and more importantly, they show me that the video is useful, and that's the whole reason I do this in the first place.